And you go to the bathroom? Yeah. Get back in your seat.
Okay guys, it's the morning of the flight deck experience. I'm super excited. I've always wanted to sit in a like 737, jumbo airliner cockpit and just see what that was like. So the fact that I get to do it today and actually take a flight, well, like a fake flight, is pretty damn exciting. I've also always wanted to get my pilot's license and have never done it. So I'm thinking maybe this will light a fire under my ass to go get a license and be able to do this recreationally. Maybe not in a jumbo jet, but then again, Travolta does jumbo jets, so what the hell's the difference? Okay, so I just got in the car, about a 1 hour drive to flight deck from LA. So if you're in LA and you see this video, you're like, holy shit, that looks cool, I wanna do that, you got about an hour drive ahead of you, bro. Or girl, depending. But yeah, let's make our way down to flight deck. Okay guys, so that was a little bit longer than an hour, closer to an hour and a half, but again, that's traffic dependent here in LA. Flight deck is pretty amazing because they've literally built an entire 737 simulator. They even said that union pilots will come train here if they want to get more simulation experience before they go and actually fly you to wherever the hell you're going. So we're gonna go sit in a 737 right now. The other cool thing is they actually have actual fighter jets, the full-on Top Gun style jet. Let's go on a flight deck and let's get my ass in a 737. So guys, we just walked into flight deck. As you can tell, this place is the real deal. And not just because we've got the badass Top Gun photos on the wall, but look at this right here. I mean, this is authentic cockpit stuff. For those of you that don't know, my best friend Tyler is actually an Air Force pilot. He flew an F-15 Strike Eagle in Afghanistan and has offered me to go into an actual F-15E. The Air Force has approved it, but because I have a slight heart arrhythmia, my doctors said no way. So flight deck might actually be the next best option for me. This is our instructor.
Hi, Billy.
Billy, I'm Nema. Nice to meet you. So Billy, I have a question for you. Is this the real deal 730? I'm not getting a watered down version. This is the same thing that a United Airlines pilot would see.
This is as real as it gets. It's not a fully FAA certified simulator, but everything inside of it is 100% authentic to the airplane.
Okay, and you're gonna be taking the lead on this, right? Because I have absolutely zero flight experience whatsoever. So that's the beauty of flight deck, is you can actually come here, meet someone like Billy, and get in the cockpit right away.
Put you in the pilot seat. You'll be the captain. I'll be your co-pilot for the day, and we'll do a flight.
Terrifying, terrifying. All right, guys, so Billy's gonna lead us into the 737 simulator. Before we do that, I wanna show you some of the insane things that flight deck has available. Can you tell us what we're walking into right now?
Sure, these are our single-seat fighter jets. So this is where up to 8 people can come and get a fighter jet experience where they can dogfight against each other and see who comes out on top.
We're not talking Chuck E. Cheese cartoons. We're gonna pass this now. We're gonna walk into the actual 737 simulator. Billy, I'll have you lead the way.
All right, come right in here.
Guys, I'm freaking out.
So this is our 737 simulator.
Are you kidding me right now? Guys, so listen, I have this weird obsession with planes. I don't know why. I've never flown a plane. When I book a flight on Expedia, I literally will look, and not just, I don't even care about the times, what plane I'm flying. I'm flying to Canada in a week, and I'm excited. I picked the plane that had the 787 Dreamliner flight, just because I was you know what, I want to be on that plane. I care about stuff like this, weirdly. And so for me, I'm geeking out. I literally cannot think of something that I would geek out harder than this right now.
We have the whole front half of the airplane.
Okay.
Everything in here is functional. All of the switches you see up top, in front of us, and the bottom, everything does something in here. We're set up at John Wayne Airport in Orange County.
That's John Wayne Airport right there.
Exactly. We're gonna put you here in the left seat. That's the captain's seat.
That's where the captain sits. So now you know, if you're getting on a plane, the guy on the left, that's the captain. See, I didn't even know that. I love planes, I didn't even know that.
I'm gonna sit over here on the right. I'll be the first officer.
Okay.
I'll be basically the co-pilot helping you complete the flight.
If I just get in?
Yep, just go ahead, get in.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Guys, I'm freaking out right now, man.
Use the lever on the left side of the seat all the way down by the floor to slide the seat forward. The one all the way down by the bottom.
Yep, I got it.
So just pull your feet forward comfortably. You want to make sure they rest on those.
I just pulled this thing forward and thought, holy crap, what am I doing here? for those of you who are wondering, 737s are the planes that have been in the news recently because 2 of them crashed. However, that's only one version of the 737. Like the 737 is a plane that's been around forever and is super reliable. It's just the most recent updated ones are the ones that have that issue, right?
Right, the issues lately have been with the 737 MAX.
Okay.
This is a 737 NG, so ours is a Dash 800 model.
Okay.
The NG, I think it came out in about 1997 or so, and it was the most current version until a few years ago when the MAX started taking over. But there's still a lot of them out there. With the MAX being grounded, this is what you're most likely flying on. Down below that, we have our primary instrument panel, two-function flight display here, and primary flight display here.
Cool.
The primary flight display, if you've ever seen an older style airplane with the little circular gauges, that primary flight display combines all of them into one easy to read and convenient display.
I call those death planes. I don't mess with them at all. I don't fly commuter airlines, by the way.
Okay.
Like if it's not a Boeing or an Airbus, I don't fuck with it at all.
If it's not Boeing, you're not going?
Look, I'm stealing that, man. Okay guys, we're getting ready to take off now. We're trying to line up right in the center, which is weird because when I'm on the left, this does not look centered to me. So I have to try to, like I feel like I'm to the left of it, but either way, we're ready to roll?
Yeah, we'll arm the auto throttles, and whenever you're ready for takeoff, just go ahead and hit that little button on the inside there. Right hand stays on the throttle, left hand on the yoke. We're waiting for 100%. You got takeoff power on, so all you need to do is let the brakes off, and we're on the roll. A little bit of left pedal.
Yep, I felt
Look at the trees at the end of the runway.
Yep.
And rotate. Pull back on the yoke. Right here is good. All right. Positive rate. Gear up.
Gears up.
Airspeed to 220.
How long am I holding back on this bad boy?
Yes. Go ahead, look down at that crosshair right there on the primary flight display. Try to line up that black dot on the pink crosshair. So go down and right a little bit now. All right, we're looking really good. We're basically coming to this waypoint right here called Anaheim.
Okay.
We're going to fly into Shell. We'll actually turn on the moving map. And you see the whole thing in front of you there.
Wow.
All right, let's push forward on the yoke a little bit. That sound means we're almost at our altitude, so we'll just start to level off. We'll bring our flaps down to 0. We're done with those now. Good, drop that nose down a bit more.
Oh, that's not a good sound.
That just means we're a little bit too high. That's not a problem. All right, turn to the left a little bit. We're on course. So we just want to turn left to roll out the plane and make it level again now that we're on course. Pull back a little bit, just bring that nose up a bit. Now that we're at our cruise altitude, we'll turn landing gear pressure off. We'll turn auto brakes off.
Is this where I would let the passengers get up?
Not yet. If we were on a longer flight, yeah, we would. But seeing as how this flight's just a short one, we would just keep the seatbelt sign on the whole time.
Downtown LA?
That's downtown LA, yeah.
Oh, no way.
Cruising at about 250 knots, 5,000 feet. We've got about 10 miles to go to our next waypoint, and then we'll be on the approach for LAX. You want to try activating the autopilot for a minute?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're like dead center now on this guy.
Go ahead and kind of start letting go of the yoke.
Okay.
And once it's in a neutral position, we'll activate autopilot. Now the plane's flying itself. So the plane's going to fly itself by following our flight plan that we've set out here at the desired altitudes we've plugged in.
This is where pilots will then be able to relax on longer haul planes once they get us on the go. So how much, if you're flying from like LA to Paris, let's just say, how much? I'm the pilot. I get us in the air at LA. We're in the air. We've hit this point. I hit the autopilot. How far into the flight am I hitting this autopilot on?
It depends on the airline and the policy. It could be, a couple hundred feet off the runway. It could be, 10,000 feet.
Okay.
Just depending on the pilot, the runway, or the airline and the policy.
The pilot
and everything.
gets us. Holy moly! The pilot gets us off the ground and then onto the ground. But the plane does everything on its own.
Well, even though we're running autopilot, we still have a lot to manage on the flight. We have to make sure that we're following waypoints and altitudes. On a flight to Paris, you might get changes from air traffic control for other aircraft that we need to go around, or weather, or if we're getting turbulence, we want to try to go around that so it's smoother for the passengers. So that would all require us to make changes up here on the autopilot control on the MCP.
When you're on a plane, because right now we're in autopilot, when you're on a plane and they hit the like seatbelt thing on, does that imply that the pilots have taken over the plane? Like,
no, not necessarily.
Okay.
The seatbelt switch is actually right here. So since we're cruising, it's relatively level. You could go off, right?
Oh, look at that.
And now they're
you go to the bathroom?
around.
Yeah. Get back in your seat.
So we've got 2 runways ahead of us, 25 left and 25 right. We're gonna land on 25 right, which is closer to the concourse.
Okay. Now, would a pilot normally let the plane do all of this?
You have the option to fly autopilot to minimums or fly the approach by hand. If it was a nice day, clear weather, I'm sure your average pilot probably would fly the approach by hand. I can't really speak too much for airline pilots.
Yeah.
Okay, push forward a little more.
That's pushing us down, right?
Yep.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Boeing's trying to help us out. Let's go right a little bit. We went a little too far to the left. Good. Push forward a little more. We're a little high. Pull back and turn left a little bit. One more left. One more left. One more left. Push forward a bit. Not too much. Right there. Turn to the right. Right. Pull back. Oh, let the nose wheel come down. We got a little bit of a bounce, I think. Just ride it out. There we go. Grab your reverse thrust right here. Pull those 2 up and back. Good. We'll apply the brakes. Reverse thrust is on. Nice. Keep the yoke level and turn the reverse thrust off. Push those levers down. Over here, I've got it. That's a successful landing. You made it.
Oh man, that was
We made it.
seriously the most amazing thing. Like that, and that was a 30-minute flight from Orange County to LA. What's the longest flight you guys do?
120 minute. We could go LAX to Vegas and fly the whole approach, departure, and do a flight plan, all the good stuff.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Guys, Flight Deck is the real deal. Seriously, I'll put a link in the bio so you can actually go to their website. And yeah, this is, if you like flying, this is as good as it gets. And unless you're actually a pilot. If you are interested in flying at all, I couldn't even recommend this place enough. The coolest, most immersive pilot experience I've ever come across. And when I'm gonna be flying to Toronto next week, and I'm gonna be like judging if the pilot's coming in too low or too high. So Flight Deck, check it out, it's amazing.